Hey everyone, welcome to the semifinals of the under $30 bourbon challenge. Tonight I'm gonna kind of do a speed round since I've already had a chance to taste all of the bourbons involved and kind of give you my impressions of them. I'm kind of just gonna get right to the point, maybe do a couple tasting notes, but just get right to the point of which one is gonna win. So I'm gonna be doing round one, which is Old Forester and Very Old Barton, both 100 proof. And then round two is going to be Larceny versus Knob Creek. Let's do it. Round one, Old Forester versus Very Old Barton. Both 100 proof. Old Forester, again, about $23 to $25. Very Old Barton, I just recently got a backup bottle for $13. Yes. I've seen it as much as about $18 or $20. Both great bottles. All right, let's get to it. My lovely wife helped me set this up. Pour number one. Okay, so nice burst of flavor, fairly quick finish. They're both pretty cheap bottles, so I don't expect it to be super complex. Moderate mouthfeel, not too oily, doesn't really coat your tongue a whole lot, but it's not super watery either. Okay, so pour number two. Man, these are pretty close. This one has some citrus and definitely fruit. It's got more of a velvety mouthfeel to it. A little bit of Kentucky hug going on, which is, again, that warming sensation you get in your chest and throat after drinking a nice bourbon. So, yeah, actually getting more of a warm hug from that one. Fruity up front a little bit with nice velvety feel, and at the end a little bit of spice. Now what I like, this one again ends on a pretty good spice note. It does not have an off-putting aftertaste, which is really nice. This is a good pour. Let's go back to pour number one just for a final consideration. Yeah, the taste kind of falls flat as opposed to this one. This one, pour number one, kind of gets a little burst of flavor and then it crashes a little bit and comes up at the end with a little bit of spice. This one starts off fruity, gets velvety and rich, and then it ends on spice, so it ramps it up. Pour number two is my favorite of the pair. It is the winner for this round. Although this was tougher. These bourbons are getting closer together, and it was a little tougher to pick out that time, but I did like two more. Let's see the results. I love both of these when I've tried them by themselves, so I would be happy with either of them winning. It does not matter to me. I'm just going to read it unbiased. Number one. Okay, number one, the loser, was Very Old Barton. Okay. Number two, the winner for round one of the semifinals, Old Forester 100 proof. Great bottle, not super common, still fairly common. Great price, great bourbon. All right, so let's move on to round two. I've got Larceny versus Knob Creek Small Batch, the 9-year, 100 proof. So 100 proof and 92 proof. So at that point, you can tell a difference in proof points there. I'm very interested to see how this one goes. Mostly because Larceny, historically to me, has had such a watered down, watery profile to it, versus Knob Creek is so rich and smoky. I'm trying not to be biased. That's why we're doing blind tastings, in case I truly like Larceny more. So, pour number one. All right, some sweetness, a little bit of spice in the middle. Moderate finish. A little bit of caramel at the beginning. Not in a rich sort of way, but just more of a hint of a memory of caramel. Definitely not rich by any means, but I'm going to leave the last little sip for secondary review. And then pour number two. More of a rich feel to the mouth on this one. Not overwhelmingly awesome in terms of just a side by side here. It's not like this one blows this one out of the water. Okay, but right now I am leaning towards pour number two. Let's see. It does. It has a fairly nice mouth feel to it. Again, kind of like last round, a little bit of velvety sensation. Not too watery, and not, but you know, these are sub $30 bottles, so they're not going to be super complex. Now, I just want to make a comment. If you've been following me through this challenge, I've done certain bottles. There's a bunch more that I could do that are under $30, but this is what I had on hand, and these are bottles that I've enjoyed so far. So these are the ones that I wanted to do for this challenge. So don't get all upset if I didn't include your special bottle that's under $30. Maybe I'll do another one next time with bottles that I didn't include in this round. So just wait and see. Knob Creek, I also wanted to comment. Knob Creek, I included it because there are two places around here that I can consistently find it for less than $30, like 27, 28 bucks. A lot of the grocery stores, it's slightly over 30. So this one was right on the fence. I understand. I could understand if you're a little sketched out by me including it, but I can prove to you that I can get this bottle, this bottle, the 750 ml bottle for less than $30, okay? So it still counts. Okay, so back to pour number one. Okay. More of an ethanol feel on that one, waterier. I like pour number two. Pour number two, again, is my winner for this round. It's just more complex, it's more rich, it's got a little bit more smoothness to it. I like it. This one is not bad, but just wasn't as good. So, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Pour number one, the loser. Larceny. So, Larceny, it did its characteristics that I experienced before, unblinded, carried over to my unbiased tasting. So I could understand why somebody would enjoy it, but I don't like it enough for it to go into my regular rotation. If somebody had it at a dinner or an event or something, I'd be happy to have it because it's still bourbon. But Knob Creek was my clear winner for this round. So, moving into the final round. Next time, this is it, folks. The best bottle of bourbon, under $30, within this bracket of chosen bottles. Is it going to be Knob Creek or Old Forester 100 Proof? Stay tuned to find out. Thanks for watching this video. Hey, thanks for sticking with me through this series. I know it's drawn out a little bit, but looking forward to finishing up with you and moving on to some other great stuff. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Tell all your bourbon buddies about it. Spread the word. It's good stuff. Till next time, cheers.